Lighthouse, the map that is supposed to hold us over before Streets of Tarkov finally comes out, whenever that eventually does. The map that seemingly came out of nowhere this year that we hadn't really heard too much about, if anything at all, until today. Finally, Battlestate released some pictures of Lighthouse on their Instagram. We're gonna go over them right now and talk about all the cool little details that we can see in them. But first, my name is FinestXI. Welcome back to the channel. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want more Tarkov content like this, hit the subscribe button. I also stream full-time on Twitch at twitch.tv/FinestXI. Links for that are down below. Click on the follow button. Come say hello sometime. I'd love to meet you guys. All that being said, let's hop into the video. All right, so just for convenience sake, I'm actually going to be viewing these pictures on Twitter because they are on Twitter as well, on the official Battlestate Games Twitter. They're on Instagram as well, but I can't get them full screen, so for this video, Twitter is going to be the better option. All right, so here is the first screenshot, true leak of the Lighthouse map. So the first thing that stands out to me are these cool woods-like cabins that we've never seen before on any other map. They give me very Rainbow Six vibes. They give me some old school Call of Duty vibes. We're going to talk about that here in a second with another picture that will really pique your interest as far as old school Call of Duty vibes goes. One thing I'm noticing a lot, and you're going to see as we go through these screenshots, is there's a lot of elevation changes on this map, a lot of change of scenery, and a lot of just opportunity for close combat, opportunity for mid-range combat, and for long-range combat. So it's going to have a bit of everything for everyone, I imagine, from what I'm seeing. So dropping something that can please everyone seems like a good idea at this point. It's almost 2 years to the day now since we've gotten a new map. The last new map was actually Reserve, and yes, that was about 23 months ago, if you can believe that. Now, we have had a lot of map expansion since then. Obviously, Customs has gotten an expansion, Interchange had a rework, Woods has an expansion, Factory as well. Even Reserve got the underground bit added to it after the fact. So it's not like they've done nothing in this time, but as far as a new map goes, just like a fresh new experience for us to enjoy, we haven't gotten that in a very long time, and that's what Lighthouse is going to deliver to us and hold us over until we finally do get Streets sometime next year, hopefully soon TM. The next picture here is something that looks a little bit more familiar, at least to me as a Shoreline lover, someone who plays Shoreline all the time. As you can see, this is almost a copy pasta of the Shoreline tunnel extract, except there's a lot different here. You do see the same trucks that you would find on Shoreline, the same barricades and toll booth that you can find on Shoreline as well. A lot of these assets are taken from those other maps. The tunnel itself, this one looks like you can actually go inside of it, which is something you can't do on Shoreline. So I'm excited to see if that actually ends up leading somewhere, if that ends up being another extract just like the other tunnel, or if that just, you know, is a no outlet, a dead end. So I'm excited to see what that's all about. On the right, it looks like you're going to get a beach. Again, just like on the Shoreline tunnel, there's a beach very close to it. That's what I imagine is over here off to the right side of the screen. And what I think is really cool about this, or you might not think this is cool, all the elevation changes and what looks like places that you can travel upwards to above the tunnel. So over here, it looks like there's a pathway up to get above. There's plenty of rocks that look like you can jump across them, jump on them, and down them. There's going to be a lot of elevation change on this map. It's going to be good for all types of combat. Unfortunately, if this does end up being an extract or some point of interest, this could be heavily camped. That's just something you're going to have to watch out for pretty much every map. Every time there's a point of interest, you should never feel safe enough to not check around and verify that no one is holding and waiting for you to show up. But anyway, I don't want to get too far down that rabbit hole. Even though this is somewhat of a copy pasta of the Shoreline tunnel, this tunnel looks more interesting to me, seeing as how, again, you can go inside of it, you can go all above and around it. I'm excited to see what that's all about. Excited to get in there and test it out for myself. Now, this is something straight out of an IKEA magazine, if you ask me. This is, again, assets that we have never seen in Tarkov before. And you can see this in a lot of the Streets of Tarkov trailers that they've dropped too. The new maps have a really modern feel and vibe to them. And obviously, you can see that here with these like beautiful wood floorings, the black and gray modern paint jobs, the really sleek designs of these rooms, the odd shapes, the wood panels on the ceiling. Everything about it just is new and just something we, again, haven't seen in Tarkov up to this point. It seems like this map and Streets of Tarkov are just going to be a breath of fresh air to the players who've been playing this game for a long time. Not to talk down on the other maps or anything, but if you go into a house on, say, like Woods, you go into a house on that map, you go inside, you look at the furniture, it doesn't look like this. The Woods furniture looks old. This looks modern. There's a very big difference in the design that they're going for now versus the design that they had with the other maps, and it's just very exciting to see that. Lots of water out here. Obviously, it's a Lighthouse map. There's going to be a big body of water nearby, I imagine. Lots of space to potentially dump your insured gear. That's something, I don't know if they're ever going to really do anything about that, or if that's just a game mechanic that, you know, we get to use to our advantage forevermore, because I don't really know what you can do about that. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, you insure your gear. Say you find somebody else's gear and you want to wear that. Well, you can go dump your gear in the water. It's going to roll down into the ocean. No one can get to it. It will come back in insurance. It's called insurance fraud, and a lot of people do it. So it looks like plenty of opportunities to do that on this map. Again, don't know if that's something they ever really care to fix, or if they can even really fix it at all. But that's besides the point. This room looks really cool. I'm excited to see what all of the rooms on Lighthouse look like. Now we have 2 more screenshots, and these next 2 are doozies, so watch out. This one right here, you may recognize from the thumbnail of this video. You may also recognize this from Modern Warfare 2, the map called Estate. Everyone kind of across the board is saying the same thing online in the comment section, like, hey, this looks a lot like Estate from Modern Warfare 2, a map that we all know and love if you played that game. It was a fan favorite, a timeless map, wonderful map, great game, can't say enough good things about it. There's a game that I played when I was, you know, in my early teens, and it's forever going to be one of the best Call of Duties in my mind, and basically ever since that game they've gone downhill, in my opinion. But don't listen to me, I'm old now. Anyway, even if you'd never played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and you don't know what I'm talking about, this is again something we've never seen before in Tarkov, and something that's going to be really fun. This is going to be a fantastic point of interest, I think. Fighting up to, getting in, getting around, and getting through this building is going to be a challenge if somebody's holding this position. It seems like this building's probably going to be at the top of a hill, and there might even be a hill behind it further up higher. I can see a little bit of it sticking out right here, I think. So it's just like a straight incline up to this building. Going to be fighting your way up is going to be cool. Securing the building, going through it, checking every corner, checking all the rooms out is going to be a great experience. And then even the possibility of somebody being above you, then further behind the house, trying to get positions and angles on you inside the house. I just think it looks like a really cool battlefield. And it's just something that BSG is doing with the new maps they're putting out. If it's taken this long to put out a new map, I'm at least glad that they're going to make it an experience that we haven't had before, and that it's not going to be something you can get on the other maps. We don't have buildings like this on other maps. We just don't have anything like this existing already. And for that, I'm super grateful, because we get brand new experiences in Tarkov, and that is something that needs to be treasured. I think this is going to be SMG heaven up in this building here. Again, like I was saying earlier, this map's going to have close range, medium range, long range. It's just going to be a blast to get in here and dive into all of it. Now, it looks like Terra Group obviously has a hold on this location possibly as well. They have their little, you know, half wall posted up here, so they've probably been through. Only time will tell how much that actually plays a role in what's going on here. And one more thing I want to point out before we move on. Even if this is doctored up to be presented in a more cinematic way, if the lighting when you actually get in there is half as good as the way this looks, if the ambience is half as good as this looks, it's going to be one of the coolest experiences, one of the coolest nighttime maps probably. Especially, I imagine you're going to be able to shoot out all of these lights, make this place go completely dark, and then night vision is going to play a huge role in maneuvering and playing this map. So I'm just really excited to have even another map where night vision is super viable, and there's a lot of strategy in shooting out lights, using the lights to your advantage. Okay, and the last screenshot that we have to look at today is this beautiful little number right here. This is actually showcasing the Lighthouse. He said it. He said the name of the map. Lighthouse right there off in the distance. There seems to be some sort of reserve-style golf ball dome just downhill from it. And then I see here, correct me if I'm wrong, let me know. I see, you know, a land bridge connecting these two pieces of land right here. Meaning that where this person is located, where he's taking this picture, you should be able to travel all the way across this land bridge up to this golf ball and then up to the lighthouse and actually get in the lighthouse, which, let's not forget, Lighthouse is also the map that is supposed to have a physical trader located on it. Yes, prepper, therapist, skier, mechanic, those guys, there is supposed to be a physical NPC on this map, which is again something we've never had before. Really curious how that's going to play out. I don't want to speculate too much on it because I really just don't know what they're going to do. Seems like we're actually going to be able to travel all the way into these cool parts of the map. Also, it's worth noting that Nikita did say Lighthouse is going to be a long, narrow map. Now, does that mean that we're standing on one end and that is the other end right there? Does that mean that this is the short side of the map and then the length goes, you know, left all the way out this way, I'm not sure. I'm not going to pretend like I know. What I do know is that with all the streets hype that we had for so long, when they finally announced that, like, oh, by the way, Lighthouse is coming before Streets of Tarkov, I remember thinking to myself, wait, what? What is Lighthouse? What are you talking about? We haven't heard anything about this. What are you doing? After seeing these pictures, after hearing more about what is actually going to happen on Lighthouse, I gotta say, I might even be more excited for this map than I am for Streets of Tarkov, simply because this map seems like it's actually real. No offense to BSG, but this seems like, I don't know, it seems more tangible to me, whereas Streets is just this mythical beast in my mind that I imagine is the greatest thing that God and mankind has ever seen before. Lighthouse seems tangible and it seems close. And if I'm not wrong, it's been speculated that they would like to get this out before the end of the year. That is their working plan. They want that to make that happen. Is it going to happen? Who knows? But either way, I'm excited for this map and I can't wait to hop in. And that's all the leaks that I have to show you today. That's all the screenshots from Battle State Games. If they drop more Lighthouse info or anything like that, I'll be sure to do a quick little video covering it all and telling you how I feel about it. If you guys enjoyed this video, do me a huge favor, give it a thumbs up. And if you want more Tarkov content, hit the subscribe button because we're always putting it out. Also, remember, I'm a partnered Twitch streamer. You can always drop by. Links are down below to the Twitch stream. Come say hello sometime. I'd love to meet you guys. And if you are still here and you've made it this far, comment down below what about Lighthouse you are most excited for. Tell me how you feel about it. Let me know. That being said, that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for checking out another video. I hope you all have a wonderful day and I'll see you in the next one.